It's a new day, and it's a new test for Spider-Man. Today he is getting an MRI, and I want to go over a few tips of things that can be helpful to use as a child life specialist when working with a patient for an MRI. I first want to say that there are so many different resources, especially on YouTube, of videos you can look at in helping prepare kids for MRIs that different hospitals have put out to help them know about the steps for the day, and that can be a really helpful place to start. The goal of this video is to really review a couple different strategies that we have found to be especially helpful when working with patients for an MRI. And I have to give a huge shout out to my beautiful coworker, Ginger Manzella. You actually can check out a podcast interview that I did with Ginger for the first season of the Child Life Cooperative. But Ginger has been very helpful for me as she works in diagnostic imaging to help me teach or to help me learn her different strategies that she's used. So I want to share with you a little bit of those ideas that Ginger has passed along to me. The first being, when we are working with a patient that is coming in for an MRI, we love to help them practice by first showing them this wooden model of an MRI. So Spider-Man then is able to ride on the bed just like the patient and go in and out of this donut-looking shape. I love to tell kids that it does kind of look like a donut, that kind of round shape. And then we also talk about how it can almost be like a playground slide, that they might go down those enclosed slides so that they understand that things are close and near to them, but that nothing touches them. It's just like a playground slide. You can also try to hype up the excitement for an MRI by helping them believe that they're on a secret mission, like a rocket ship or something like that, which can kind of help normalize the experience and make it even fun for them and empowering. So that's what we do first with preparation. There's other techniques that you can look at with those YouTube videos as well. But another way that we try to remind them of the importance and necessity of holding still is by demonstrating this through taking pictures on our iPad. So we simply hold up the iPad and encourage them to first move their hand while we're trying to take a picture of their hand, and then hold their hand nice and still like a statue. And then they're able to be the doctor and go through each picture and see which one is the most clear of their hand. Is it the one where they were moving it, or is it the one when they were holding their hand really, really still? Most likely they'll be able to tell that it's the one when they hold really, really still, which again helps them understand more of the importance and the necessity of holding still for that MRI. So that's a little strategy that you can try. And then the last one that I want to tell you is using the iPad app, Simply Saying. For those of you who haven't heard, make sure to check out Simply Saying. It has actually so many different resources of various different preps that you can use aside from MRI. But one of the ones that we like to use is utilizing the iPad sounds to play for the different sounds of an MRI. So patients are able to go through and practice listening to the different sounds. They can practice this while rehearsing, laying still and flat on their bed while you play them really loud. And something I love to do during this time as well is helping them associate the sounds with something non-threatening. And we can kind of tell a story through the different sounds. So one of them might sound like a really sick bumblebee that's bumbling around and making different beeping and buzzing noises. Or another one might sound like a dump truck backing up. So those are just a story, again, that they can create in their mind as they go and as they experience the process of an MRI, and kind of makes it a little fun for them to imagine what sound they're going to hear next. We, in our particular facility, are able to use little earbuds for them in addition to headphones if they're able to listen to music or watch a movie. So that's another way to help them hold still and remain calm during those loud noises. And Ginger and I also like to use little tickets, paper tickets, that they hold throughout their test, that the ticket reminds them to hold their body still, and when they're done with the test, they can cash in that ticket for a prize. I also have these little pom-pom chickens believe it or not, that are metal free, but they can also hold those with them, and they're little buddies, they're MRI buddies, that are the brave chicks that anytime they feel that little chicken in their hand, it reminds them to keep doing a really good job showing off to that chicken of how well they can hold their body still. So those are a few of the strategies that we like to use. I'd love to hear from you if you have any additional ones. Make sure to subscribe to our videos to keep seeing more content and letting me know if you have more ideas. And thank you again to Ginger for all her ideas with MRIs. Stay tuned for our next video. Thanks so much.